Good evening, everyone. It's truly a privilege to be speaking today at the Abibitumi Conference. I want to start by thanking Naomi Palmer Buchanan and the entire organizing team for putting together such a powerful event and for inviting me to speak at this historic moment. In this room, we have bright minds, strong hearts, and powerful spirits. We're here not just to celebrate, but to reflect, to strategize, and to take action. And it's truly an honor to be part of that journey with you. This evening, we are talking about Black Power, vision to reality. It's a topic that resonates deeply with me, and I'm sure with many of you. The idea of Black Power has shaped so much of our history, our present, and certainly our future. So, let's dive right in and explore what that vision really means, how far we've come, and what we need to do to turn that vision into a full reality. Let's start by asking a simple question. What is Black Power? When we talk about Black Power, we are talking about more than just a slogan or a symbol. It's about ownership. Ownership of our identity, our culture, our economies, and our future. The vision of Black Power, as laid out by leaders like Kwame Nkrumah, Malcolm X, and Fannie Lou Hamer, wasn't just about taking power. It was about building power, economic power, political power, and most importantly, self-determination. Black Power is about standing tall in the face of centuries of oppression and saying, we define our future. It's about refusing to let others tell our stories, control our resources, or dictate our destinies. But vision, as we know, is just the first step. Turning that vision into reality, well, that's the hard part. And that's what we're going to explore tonight. Now, let's talk about progress. Because even though there's still a long way to go, we can't ignore the incredible strides we've made. Think about the rise of Black-owned businesses across Africa and the diaspora. Companies like Dangote in Nigeria, which is one of the largest industrial conglomerates in Africa. In the US, we have brands like Fenty Beauty, founded by superstar Rihanna, which isn't just about beauty, it's about representation and economic empowerment. In the political sphere, we've seen leaders like Liberia's Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the first female African president, and Barack Obama, the first Black president of the United States. Their leadership didn't just break barriers, it inspired millions across the world. And culturally, the influence of Black creators and Black innovators is undeniable. From Afrobeats dominating the global music charts to the explosion of Black excellence in film, in fashion, and in the arts. The power of our culture is not just surviving, it's thriving. It's shaping global trends. And we can't talk about progress without mentioning the grassroots movements across the globe. We're talking of the activists, the everyday people who are just pushing for change. So whether it's hashtag EndSARS in Nigeria, hashtag Black Lives Matter in the US, or the student-led protests in South Africa for free education, these movements are all about reclaiming power. So yes, there's progress. We've planted seeds, and many have grown into powerful trees. But there's more work to be done. Now, let's face the reality. The road ahead is still full of challenges. For all the progress we've made, we are still dealing with deep-rooted issues. Economic disparities persist. In many parts of Africa and the diaspora, access to basic resources like clean water, healthcare, and quality education is still a struggle. We can't ignore the fact that systemic racism continues to hold Black communities back in many parts of the world. And yes, while we've made strides politically, many African nations still wrestle with political instability, corruption, and outside interference. These challenges can feel overwhelming, but guess what? They are not insurmountable. We must recognize these challenges and know that they are a direct result of systems that were never ever designed for us. Systems that continue to profit from keeping us divided, disenfranchised, and disempowered. But here's the thing. Challenges don't define us. No way. Our response to those challenges does. So, how do we move from vision to reality? How do we take the dreams of Nkrumah, Malcolm, and Garvey and turn them into something tangible, something we can hold, we can touch, we can feel, we can smell, we can taste? I believe there are a few key steps that we can take. First of all, education. Education is the cornerstone of any movement wherever around the world. We need to invest in our schools, in our universities, and in our alternative forms of education. But beyond formal education, we need to educate ourselves and our communities about financial literacy, technology, and leadership. Knowledge is power, and without it, we cannot build. Simple as that. Second, economic independence. We must build businesses that serve our communities. We need to support Black-owned businesses and create ecosystems where money circulates within our communities before it leaves. And in this digital age, opportunities for entrepreneurship and innovation are vast, and we must take full advantage of them. Third, unity. As Black people across the globe, we must find common ground. Pan-Africanism isn't just a philosophy, it's a strategy. So whether we're in Ghana, Jamaica, Brazil, or the US, our destinies are linked. It's about global collaboration, shared resources, and a commitment to uplift one another. And these are key to our success. Lastly, number 4, technology and innovation. This world is changing rapidly and we cannot afford to be left behind. No. Africa, in particular, is home to a booming tech scene, from fintech companies that are revolutionizing banking to renewable energy solutions addressing shortages in power. Let's embrace these advancements, not just as consumers, but as creators. Now, I want to leave you with this thought. The vision of Black Power isn't just a dream. It's something we can achieve, but only if we act. Action is the key. Each of us in this room has a role to play. So whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist, a teacher, or an activist, your contribution matters. Make no mistake. This isn't just about grand gestures or big titles. It's about the everyday actions we take, the choices we make to uplift our communities, and the commitment to continue to push forward, even when the road gets tough and rough. As I close, I want to once again thank you for being here, for being part of this very critical and important conversation. The future of Black Power depends on all of us. Together, we can turn this vision into a living, breathing reality. And I want you to take a deep breath on that and breathe out. That's the reality we're looking for. So let's keep building. Let's keep striving. Let's continue to reclaim our power, not just for ourselves, but for the generations that will follow us. Thank you. And may we leave this room tonight more inspired, more determined, and more united than ever before. I'd like to end with a quote from Marcus Garvey, who said, "The black skin is not a badge of shame, but rather a glorious symbol of national greatness. Let us carry that greatness with pride, and let us work to ensure that Black Power becomes more than just a vision. Let's make it our reality." Thank you.